My girlfriend's mom was trying to poison me at dinner, so I threw my water in her face. It turns out I was completely wrong. The doctor said the eye drops were supposed to wear off in 4 hours, but everything was still completely blurry when I walked into the restaurant. Stephanie grabbed my arm hard. "Austin, please don't be weird tonight," she whispered while dragging me toward a table where 2 dark shapes were waiting. I didn't even have time to tell her about my eyes. "Mom, Dad, this is my boyfriend," she announced. I squinted so hard trying to see their faces I probably looked like I was having some kind of episode. "We've heard so much about you," her mom said in this voice that sounded way more like a threat than a greeting. I tried to shake her dad's hand and completely missed, just grabbing empty air like an idiot until he finally took pity and guided my hand to his. I could barely see the menu, so I just blurted out, "I'll have the salmon." Dead silence. "They don't serve salmon," Stephanie said quietly. "They have whole branzino," her mom said. I wanted to die right there. "Oh, perfect. That sounds great," I lied. Stephanie squeezed my hand so hard under the table, I thought she was trying to break my fingers. When my food came out, I could barely make out the dark blob on my plate. It honestly looked like it could still be alive. I picked up my fork and started cutting while her mom asked, "So Austin, what do you do for work?" I explained my job and she acted like I told her I collect other people's toenails in a jar. Her dad asked where I went to school and I answered, but I couldn't see their faces to tell if anything I said was landing right. Then her mom's hand reached across the table toward my plate. "You have a bone there," she said as she moved something on my plate. What kind of person just reaches over and touches someone else's food? A minute later, she reached over again and rearranged something else. "Mom, stop touching his food," Stephanie said. "I'm just helping him," her mom said, but she sounded way too amused. Then she reached over a third time and fixed my napkin. I gripped my fork like a weapon because this lady was clearly messing with me. "You look tense," her dad said. I tried to smile, but I probably looked like a serial killer. "I'm fine," I lied. I reached for my water, but my hand was shaking so bad I almost knocked it over. That's when I saw her mom's hand move across the table toward my glass. I watched her hand go over the rim and something dropped inside. My brain went into full panic mode as I realized this psychotic woman was poisoning me as some kind of twisted test. I jumped up so fast my chair made this horrible scraping sound that everyone in the restaurant heard. I grabbed my water glass and her mom looked up at me confused. Stephanie started to say something, but before she could, I launched the entire glass directly at her mom's face. "I know what you just did," I shouted. Water went everywhere, and the whole restaurant went quiet like someone paused a movie. I blinked really hard, and my vision cleared up just enough to see her mom sitting there absolutely drenched with water streaming down her face. She was holding a plastic straw in her outstretched hand, just a regular straw. She was reaching over to put a straw in my drink, and I had just assaulted her. "Are you out of your mind?" her dad roared and jumped up so fast his chair crashed to the floor with this massive bang. He started coming around the table toward me with his face turning bright red. Stephanie had her face buried in both hands. A waiter sprinted over with towels. "Sir, I need you to calm down right now," the waiter said to her dad, but he ignored him completely. Stephanie's mom was staring at me with water dripping off her nose. "Everybody sit," she said in this quiet, deadly calm voice that somehow cut through all the chaos and made everyone freeze in place. Her dad slowly picked up his fallen chair and lowered himself back down while never taking his eyes off me. The waiter gave her a towel and she wiped her face. "You thought I was poisoning you?" I nodded. "I couldn't see and you kept messing with my food. Then I saw you put something in my glass." Even I knew I sounded insane. She wiped more water off her face and her makeup was running everywhere. "Why can't you see?" she demanded. I started explaining I had an eye doctor appointment. They put drops in to make my pupils huge, and I literally could not see anything. Then her mom started laughing so hard I thought she was going to pass out. "You really thought I was poisoning you?" she gasped out between laughs. Her dad looked at her like she lost her mind. "Linda, he assaulted you!" She waved him off. "At least he's got guts." She looked at me with mascara running down her face. "Austin, you're coming to Thanksgiving."